Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. And this is the evening of July 2nd, I believe. And I spent a lot of time going to church today. It was such a beautiful day. And I got a chance already to make 2 posts for you. And I found some beautiful scenery. And I would like to think that the message that I gave was just as beautiful. However, I think the message that I got today was probably a little bit more beautiful than the message I gave to you. And because of that, I find it necessary, I choose to come before you before I go to bed, getting ready to go to bed in a little bit, still in Mississippi. But I want to say something to my brothers and my sisters and what I might call my constituency. This is what I want to say to you. I have presented a message to you that I do not apologize for. In my own understanding, where I am at, my love and compassion for each of you, guided by my desire to make sure that at least what I want is not denied you. And they are some common things. Anyway, I feel that I just want to say, in the past, I have really tried to be humble. But I find myself expecting a little bit too much from other people. I expect, and I'll just admit it, that those who love God and study some of the same things that I've studied, that they have consciously come to the point of understanding that what I see is the same thing they see. And I have been wrong. Well, the thing that was so wrong about it is that I kind of judged you when I should not have. I tried to make you be something that perhaps you aren't, and try to put you down for not being what I thought you should be. So to all of my brothers and sisters in America, especially those of you who are of the word, and I'm talking about literal brothers. I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about my literal brothers and sisters, and those of my relatives who are missionaries and who diligently give of themselves to express their love and understanding of God in the way that God has given to them. And perhaps, no doubt, I have attacked, and let me just admit, I have attacked everybody that's out there loving God in their own way, because they weren't doing it my way, because they weren't ambitious about doing it the way I see it, about achieving the goals that I pursue based upon my mission. I've condemned you. I've called the church. I've cussed. Now, I ain't say cursed. I can't curse anybody, but you know the word when we say cussing? And he was cussing. Yeah, I've cussed you out. And what I learned today is this. The difference between faith and fear. They are 2 separate rooms. You know that. Fear is F-E-A-R. Faith, F-A-I-T-H. And where faith is, there is no fear. And where fear is, there is no faith. Now, somebody might argue there might be a little faith on certain things, but I do know they don't go together. And an example, you would say, like, faith is like something that you really can't control, as far as trying to get other people to accept what you might see as faith. It's like Meshach, and Abednego going into the fire furnace. Now, anybody knows what happens when you go into fire. Now, fiery furnace, look, they know. And if you try to go out there and talk about you're going to get at this stuff, you got to be dumb, stupid, ignorant, and crazy. And people don't mind telling you that, especially if you convince them that you're going to do that. But a person with that kind of faith, the faith small as a mustard seed that can move mountains, can walk up to that, and regardless of what anybody says, can stand there because of their faith. Nobody else got that faith now. And walk into that fire furnace, knowing that their power source can take care of them, and got so much faith in that power source that if that power source decides not to, then it's fine with them. Now that's a measure of faith that most people don't have. So it wouldn't be prudent to set up and say that everybody who didn't have the kind of faith to walk into that fire furnace was ungodly. So to make a judgment that they would be is ludicrous. And so that's what I basically have done to my brothers and sisters, literally, and those that are just natural brothers and sisters. I have done this to you. And I want to apologize to you. It was not you, it was me. In my pride or bigotry or whatever you want to call it, it was wrong. That's the bottom line. And I really wish you would accept my apology. On the other hand, the other thing that I learned is that, well, I think they all go together, is that you are you. And the message that you've been given is the message that you've been given. For whatever reason, I might not understand anything. The message that I've been given is the same thing. It's a message. We feed it, we share it, and live it. If anybody's drawn to it, that's God. And so, I think I will say to you, ladies and gentlemen, I ran for president. I said I want to be president of the United States. Why? I just carrying a message that to me would satisfy all of these major concerns. I see it, but apparently others don't. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I say that if we don't do anything, we keep on going the same way we're going, then we're going to keep stepping in the same old stuff that we're stepping in. And that's okay. Well, what I mean is okay is that if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. We can't deny the way it is. And it got to be okay until something happens that says it's not okay and an action is taken to change it. So here again, I learned today that I should respect people's position where they are at. I don't have to accept it as my own. And I still have the right to articulate my own and to say why and walk away. Not angry. Just be glad that I got a chance to share it. Now, I could have waited until tomorrow morning to give this post, and tomorrow morning it probably would be a little bit more exciting and interesting. But I did not want to go to bed tonight knowing that I needed to apologize to all of you, because I'm not promised to wake up tomorrow. And I want to go, when my time comes, with a happy face. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I was telling my sister today, God has brought me so far. And what I mean by that, he sent me through some stuff. I mean, I've gone through some stuff to learn what I know. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So if I pass the night, I would be just as happy tonight. I'd be more happy tomorrow, if I don't wake up. I don't even know how to say it. But when I die, where I am right now, will be so happy that I stood the test of time. I stood the test of time. I walked the walk they gave me. And if there anybody come to my funeral, I don't need anybody to say something nice about me if they have nothing nice to say. It won't bother me at all. And I don't need God to say, my good and faithful servant, well done. I don't need it. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't need it. Why? Because I feel it all over me. I feel it all within me. I feel that God shares that with me every day. Every day. And so, I don't want to have a problem. So I want to apologize to the world. I want to apologize to America for trying to make you change. I apologize to white people for trying to make you be a better people. I want to apologize for black people trying to make you stand up. And I want to apologize to the church, again, for trying to get you to listen to me rather than the spirit that God has given you. So please accept my apology, and I'm going to get ready to go to bed now. And if I die, I told you I was sorry, and I mean it. And so until next time, if there is another next time, I'm going to say good night.